Tending to the land is no different than tending to the mind. Both hold what has been placed into them over time. Both carry what has been repeated, what has been neglected, and what has taken root without being questioned. And both will continue producing whatever is already established until something intentional interrupts it. The land does not decide what grows. It responds to what is present in it. Seeds, conditions, attention, and neglect all shape what eventually comes through the surface. If something has been sitting in the soil long enough, it will express itself, whether it was meant to be there or not. The mind works the same way. Thoughts, patterns, habits, and repeated inputs all settle in, and over time they begin to shape behavior without needing conscious direction. People often want change, but they focus on results instead of conditions. They look at what is showing up and try to remove it at the surface, but they don't address what allowed it to take root in the first place. They want something new to grow while the ground remains untouched, but nothing new establishes itself in soil that hasn't been prepared, and nothing new stabilizes in a mind that hasn't been worked through. Before anything can grow in a healthy and sustainable way, the ground has to be loosened. It has to be turned, opened, and made workable, not destroyed, but brought back into a state where it can actually receive something new. That process takes effort. It takes patience. It requires going beneath what is visible and working through what has been compacted over time. Because growth does not happen on hardened ground. It happens where there is space for it. The same applies to the mind. If it is filled with unexamined thoughts, repeated reactions, and inherited patterns, then anything new introduced into it will struggle to take hold. It may appear briefly, but it won't last. It will be overtaken by what is already established. That is why tending is not optional. It is necessary. Both the land and the mind are always producing something. The only difference is whether that production is being guided or left to run on its own. When you tend the land, you are not forcing growth. You are creating the conditions for it. You are clearing what no longer belongs, loosening what has been hardened, and preparing space for something intentional to take root. When you tend the mind, you are doing the same thing. You are becoming aware of what has been planted, what has been repeated, and what needs to be removed or worked through. You are not just reacting to what shows up. You are shaping what has the ability to grow. Nothing new sets forth without preparation, not in the soil, and not within you. What grows is always a reflection of what has been allowed to take root and how well the ground has been tended. If nothing changes in how the ground is worked, nothing changes in what continues to grow. That is the work.